Hello, my lovelies. How is your mental health today? Mine is a bit sleepy, so I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to do a video on MJF and Piper. And the reason why is when AEW started, I was so excited. I was an AEW stan. Like, I didn't care. I wanted them to succeed. And as I'm watching, I realize MJF has he had a few Piper traits. And I also noticed that MJF has a temper, and trying to calm him down or get his brain out of that state, um, it it's a lot. And I can talk about that because I myself have rejection sensitivity dysphoria. But when Piper wrestled and he was doing his interviews or he was on the mic, he knew how to harness that in the earlier days. I don't know how he managed to do it, but he managed to do it. He had that it factor. And what I mean by that is when something needed to be turned up a notch, he would turn it up, but he could also scale it back. He would listen to the crowd. He would read the room. MJF is reading the room, but he's doing it from his feelings. And what I mean by that, this is, again, I am not a psychologist. I am not a mental health professional. This is just what I am seeing. And what I'm seeing is MJF wants to go to that juggernaut, WWE. Well, sweetheart, I'm going to tell you right now, you need to get your mental health under control because you're a little wild. I'm not saying that WWE won't take you. And again, this is just my theory. This is just my thoughts. This is whatever. What I mean by that is you're a little too wild. Maybe in the Attitude Era, they would have taken you. But now you're little. Apologies. Now, see, if I had an editor, I'd go, hey, can you cut that out? Your fuse is way too short. And I'm sure you have a policy that can, you can go talk to someone about what's going on. First of all, you have to be upfront with yourself, with what you have. I have BPD, ADHD, OCD. I have all the acronyms. But I also have what's considered CPTSD, and that is complex post-traumatic stress disorder, meaning I was exposed to a lot of stuff that sent my nervous system over the edge. And right now, the medical community do not, words are hard sometimes, do not consider complex post-traumatic stress a thing yet, so it's still all just PTSD. What I'm trying to say is, MJF, your mind, just like the rest of us, like us, meaning neurodivergence, we think differently, is what we do. And society has told us that the way we think is not right. And I know for a fact, I know it can be done because I am doing it. And guess what, sweetie? I'm Gen X. I was born in 73. So if I can turn this old dog around and turn the brain and figure shit out, so can you. MJF has that it factor. But what I see is he has too much anger right now. And once you start counseling and therapy and all this stuff, yeah, you're opening up a can of whip ass. And I would gladly take a beating from Stone Cold than trying to work through all my problems. But with that being said, it can be done. And I know MJF can do it. I mean, look at him. He's in wrestling. He's made a name for himself. But sweetheart, the biggest and toughest thing you're going to come across is healing and dealing with your mental health. You can have all the muscles in the world, but the brain does what it wants. And again, I am not a medical profession. I am hoping that in your policies with work, I know here in Canada, I can't speak for the States, they do have, I think, counseling places that you can call up and what have you. So go to your policy book and find out. MJF, like seriously, if he does not get this anger under control, and I don't mean, and this is where it gets tricky, I don't mean under control in the normal sense, how normal people think. I'm talking about under control, rewiring your brain, and that there is the hardest thing to do. The hardest. So I hope and I pray, and I know he has it in him. I really do. It's just that chip on his shoulder. That chip has to be acknowledged in a safe place where you feel comfortable. And until then, you will always be, and again, no disrespect, you will be the Timu Piper. And I don't want you to be like Piper. Like this is where again, words are hard, and trying to explain what I mean without sounding like a crazy woman. And I'm going to sound like a crazy woman anyway, so why even? Oh, bless my buttons. MJF has it. He is blocking himself, and I hate that. I used to hate when people say, oh, well, you can do it, you're just the one that's in your own way, and blah, blah, blah. Yes, it's true. We have to find different ways when saying this to people with spicy brains. Because, again, we think differently. And I have like a few episodes already done for the videos. I just have to do the audio. And that's how I work. And again, I have a video, I think, talking about that. My biggest thing right now is I feel like I'm beating a dead horse because I have nobody else to bounce this off of. And I'm just kind of looking around going, is this what it's like to be a podcaster / YouTuber? Like, okay. Anyways, my darlings, just know that you are loved. I am cheering you on. whether it be by the sidelines, here on the podcast, what have you. Just know I'm in your corner. Know that I am cheering you on. I am doing my best to get you through whatever you need to get through, just as I'm trying to get through today. Hopefully, I came across with a little bit more explanation on why I'm doing this video. And I really hope you like the thumbnail, because this is the second video that I figured out how to put those little cute little things on the thumbnail, and I'm excited. And yes, I'm like a kid in a candy store. Leave me alone. So, with that being said, wherever you are, stay safe. Know you are loved. And until next time, I love you, my moon. And I love you, my star.